During the pandemic, it's likely that many of our social skills took a hit.
Here to share how we can build them back up again, and whether it's in the workplace or in our personal relationships, is lifestyle expert Art Chat Daddy Sims. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks
Good
for coming
morning,
in.
ladies.
Good
How
to
are
have
you?
you here.
It's a pleasure. Congratulations on the success of the show.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing.
It's been real fun. Let's talk about it. People seem to have lost a filter when it comes to social skills. I mean, even at work sometimes people aren't saying hello, they're not making eye contact anymore. How do we get that back?
People are missing touch. They want to hug, they want to high five, things like that. And people are very skittish. They're still not sure. Have you been vaccinated, not vaccinated? Should I wear a mask? Should I not wear a mask? And you want everyone to feel comfortable. The pandemic really put us all, in a shell pretty much. And so now you want to come out, you want to be seen, but you do want to take the right precautions and make sure you're doing the right thing so you don't hurt people's feelings or make them feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so when it comes to people not being able to see your full face, how do you, indicate to them, hey, I'm happy to see you, or it's nice to meet you, or that this is a warm kind of space?
So your eyes will say everything. Ladies, watch this. I'm so glad to be here with you today. So that's how you have to do that. You've got to learn better body gestures. Make sure your eyes are speaking for you. Make sure your face looks as if you're smiling under the mask. And just have good body posture when it comes to, meeting people again. And then here's another thing. Should I hug you or should I not hug you? Allow people to approach you and they'll say, oh, how you doing? How you doing? And then if the person is a little reserved and drawing back, then you just, oh, it's so good to see you, because I've been in that situation several times.
I mean, even the way you asked that question, you raised your voice up higher, which indicates that it's coming from a good space. And I always do it when I see somebody I'm not sure how to exchange with them. I'm like, hey, are we air hugging? And just break the wall of awkwardness and bring attention to the issue. So then everyone's comfortable enough feeling how comfortable they are.
Right, correct. And then with the holiday season coming, and let's say you want to host people in your home, but you're not necessarily sure. I just recently was at an event where I said, where are all the young people? And this was an event for young people. And they said, well, some people did not respond back, whether they were vaccinated or not. So that's a really delicate and touchy situation for you to try to figure out, do I have, 50 people at my home? Do I have 12? Gayle King recently said at her Thanksgiving gathering that, if you're not fully vaccinated, you cannot come, so that alienates some of your relatives and friends. It's a really delicate and fine line when it comes to social events and in the workplace.
But it's appropriate though, right? Okay.
In the day and age in which we're in, absolutely.
And so we were also talking in the breaks, you've actually been to an event where someone actually did rapid tests before you went into the event.
Absolutely. At the doorway of the event, they did rapid testing. It took about 15 minutes to get the results back. I thought, what an ingenious idea, but then I also thought, ooh, that's a social awkward moment, that if somebody did test positive at the doorway of the event, everybody's like, what happened to so-and-so? Uh-oh. And so that brings an alarm. But most people are doing that now for weddings, social events. You either have to prove you're vaccinated or take a rapid COVID test at the entry of the place.
Can't we get you a space now because of this? I mean, you didn't necessarily do something wrong if you get COVID. It's out there, right? Can we take the stigma away by making it like, hey, vaccinated? Okay, because I'm only having vaccinated people, and have the conversation every time so it's not awkward. And if you get it, you're not like a leper or something, And that's the sad part about it, that it does make people feel that way. Right.
And again, people saying that they're positive now and have tested, positive for COVID, it's an everyday occurrence. It's almost like having a common cold or the flu. And so you do want to try to erase that stigma that people are feeling in this day and age. And it's just, to me, like, oh my goodness, you want people to get back out. You want the economy to, come back alive again. So it's just a lot of different things that we just need to be socially correct about in public settings and situations.
How do you respect a person's boundaries, whether they want to wear a mask or not?
That's a catch-22 as well, too. Just be very open and honest with people. Communication, just the same way I'm here with you two. Before I hug you, is it okay? How you doing? You've just got to know how to navigate and deal each situation per person, per situation. Let's look at dating. That's a whole nother thing that we need to talk about. Would you actually date someone, who has not had the vaccine? And, again, we're in a really precocious place challenge right now in our world.
I think we are lucky because I have unvaccinated little guys at home, and everyone's like, oh, okay, got it. You know, immediate
You have something
understanding.
to defer to and say, all right, I get it. Right. But in situations where you don't, I appreciate that. Being open and honest
Yes.
and letting people know where you stand in the situation. I think that's the way it's going to have to be. And other people are just going to have to be understanding.
Yeah, right. And if you're a person who chooses not to get vaccinated, own that too. And your reasons behind it are your own.
Oh,
but you
sure.
have to be very forthcoming with that information.
I know plenty of people who won't get it, don't want to get it, any of that. And you have to respect these people. You really do. But we want to all get back together. We want to love each other. Thanksgiving and the holiday season is a time of joyous celebration. And we just want everybody to feel comfortable about being in the same situation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you,
You can
ladies.
stick around and do
Congratulations.
some little celebrity with us, right?
Oh, I'm in no hurry. Absolutely. You know I
Okay.
love good tea.
Okay.
I do. I love
Who
good tea.
doesn't? Who doesn't?